Welcome back, everybody. It's Jeff and Justin, the Frustrated Rockstars. We are back again, live on MP4.
Live.
With some more talk and roll.
Some talk and roll, why not?
We talk music, we just love, we have a passion for music, just like you. We're at the On the Rocks Tavern.
We're on the rocks right
in
now.
Sandy Springs, Georgia.
Having a beverage.
Having a drink like
right.
we do. And
sure.
Come and join us and let's talk a subject about music. So,
well, you know, I hope this doesn't affect my Offspring.
Oh, we love segues,
That's
too.
our segue.
Our topic tonight...
Our clumsy segue of the evening.
...is rock and roll Offspring. You know, kids of rock stars.
Sure.
Can they make it? Do they make it? Who has made it? You know, is it harder or easier? You know, because you would think it'd be easier because, hey, you got an in.
I think ultimately it's easier. Because you've got, you know, the first thing, you don't have to work because your dad's got money, so you don't have to go out and work. You can sit and play guitar 4 hours a day when you're a kid, but you've got access to all the agents, all the studios, the session musicians.
This is what all those kids say, and I'm going to quote them, but I think it's true. You have the access, but you have to have the talent to make it work.
Well, you got to have the talent, but we're just talking about opportunity. The first person I thought of when we thought of this topic was Jacob Dylan. All right, Jacob Dylan. Yeah, you know, son of Bob Dylan. But he doesn't have to work. He doesn't have to worry about going to college. He can just play his guitar all day. When it comes time for him to, go out and play shows and stuff, he can say son of Bob Dylan and fill the house.
Right, but he didn't do that.
He did.
The Wallflowers.
In terms of opportunity, I think they have more opportunity.
Right, absolutely. They got their foot in the door, but they got to do something. And I think he's a good example of someone who did it right. Mm-hmm. He made it. You know, he didn't go out and promote he's Bob Dylan's son. He put together a band. He fronted the band. Of course, it was known he was Bob Dylan's son, but they did a great album.
And somehow he turned out to be like a handsome version of a young Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Because he looked like Bob Dylan, it wouldn't work. Because when Bob Dylan made it, it didn't matter how you looked, because it was all radio.
Right.
But now with video and stuff, you have to be attractive. He's got the crystal blue eyes. Yeah. He's like a young, good-looking version of Bob Dylan. Yeah. So I think that's part of it, is that you have to look like whoever your famous dad or mother is. Like in other words, Kate Hudson looks like Goldie Hawn.
Right.
So when you're watching,
so you think that helps them if they look like, if they're actually look and sound like.
Julian Lennon is a spitting image of a young John Lennon.
Both of them, Julian and Sean Lennon, you know, have done musical careers. I mean, arguably, Julian Lennon made it further. I mean, he had a bigger string of hits in the 80s.
Well, Julian Lennon had one album.
Yeah, and that's it.
And when The Secret Value of Daydreaming came out, that was it.
Was that a second one?
No, yeah, the one album that had Much Too Late and Velat.
Yeah.
That album was huge.
He had a little run.
Yeah, he had a little run, but it was a one album run.
Right.
But what made it work was that he looked so much like John Lennon.
And sounded like
John Lennon. And see, now Sean, unfortunately, looks like Yoko. He looks like a pear that sat on a radiator for 2 weeks.
And he's all into like kind of underground indie music.
Yeah,
he's not going for the commercial
he's
sound.
He's not talented.
It's not really working.
Sean Lennon's not talented.
All right, well, how about Tal Bachman? Here's a guy.
Tal Bachman from Bachman Turner Overdrive fame. His father,
Randy Bachman from the Guess Who and Bachman Turner Overdrive.
VTO.
He just had a one hit, like a quick.
She's
like,
so
quick. And you know what? But I don't think a lot of people knew like who his father was. When he made that.
You don't know, though.
I mean, he may have gotten the deal and gotten the access, but in terms of the soccer mom listening to...
no, she doesn't know who Bachman Turner Overdrive is either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He made it based on, you know, a sound or whatever.
He had a nice song.
Right.
Which he may or may not have written. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, all right, one hit wonder, but okay.
Wilson Phillips.
Right.
There's a whole group of them.
Right. And there's two different camps there.
Yeah,
you got your Brian Wilson camp, and you got the Mamas and the Papas.
John and Michelle Phillips.
Michelle Phillips.
Again, they had the access, but you can't really use that as an example because that type of music, just a pure pops, and you know that's not going to last.
And it could be anybody.
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
Yeah.
With all the production work, somebody else wrote the song, somebody else played the instruments. With the production value, you don't even have to really be able to sing. So it was a nice story, some good songs.
Now, did you watch the MTV show Rock the Cradle recently? It was a whole show about rock Offspring.
Oh, no, I didn't.
It was a great show. It should have been on VH1 because all the kids that watch MTV these days, they don't care about, you know, Joe Walsh, Kenny Loggins, Olivia Newton-John.
Music begins for today's youth at Nirvana.
Yeah.
That's where music begins.
Right.
They don't know anything before Nirvana.
Right. So the show should have been on VH1, but it was a good show in terms of like, you know, like an American Idol kind of show. And they're all talented. Kenny Loggins kid, he's the one who won. Yeah, he won. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what he won, but he looks just like his father.
Is it the beard?
For sure. I don't know if he had a beard. I don't think so.
Kenny Loggins.
But surprisingly, Olivia Newton-John's daughter, Chloe Latanzi,
Chloe Latanzi. Oh!
She was kind of like dark and like,
Right.
kind of like a
Lead singer of Evanescence.
Exactly.
Haven't even seen her.
Exactly. That's exactly. So, and so she stood out because most kids go in there. Most kids go in there and they try to sing like American Idol. Like,
Right.
But she was.
I believe the children are our future.
So she was doing something that was really unique and was different. And of course, she didn't win, but I think she showed some promise because she was so different from her mother.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think, who's the most successful rock offspring?
The only one we talked about that I think is Jacob Dylan is the most successful.
Jacob Dylan is the only one I can think of. I'm sure we're missing somebody though. But
yeah. Well, so if we have make sure to leave some comments.
Please. I know we're
us.
forgetting people.
info@frustratedrockstars.com if there are any like kids of rock stars that have made it legitimately, not like one-hit wonders or
Or in porn. No Dana Platos, please. Well, yeah, actually send them to me.
All right. Well, good. Well, good
right.
talk.
You know what it's time for? It's time to go in the noise.
There's a story out now. I guess Usher, the singer, R&B singer Usher, who, by the way, I think is really talented. Usher is doing a tour where he says it's going to be ladies only.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Sign it or drop it. Good idea, bad idea.
You know what? I say sign it. You know who used to do this is Teddy Pendergrass.
Really?
Do you remember Teddy Pendergrass? He used to do ladies only shows. And, they'd come out, they take their shirt off, they got the build, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl. And they just scream and they go nuts and they have fun, why not? I say, hey, he's going to do a normal, 250 North America date tour, the normal thing.
So it's just a few of them are that.
It's good publicity. It establishes him, especially in the R&B community, as a romancer, as a ladies' man. I say sign it. I like the idea.
I say drop it. It is just pure PR.
Sure.
Obviously, you can't enforce it. You're not going to enforce it.
But you don't want to be the guy at that show.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going. I don't care what they say.
Whoa.
I bought my ticket.
This is the whole thing.
Go on. Take your shirt off. I don't care.
What guys go to Usher shows anyway?
Oh, there's a lot of them.
He says there's only a few artists that can pull that off.
He's right. REO Speedwagon can't do this.
I bet you they could. I bet you they could.
Blues Traveler can't do this.
I bet you they could.
Sexy.
Iron Maiden can't, but I bet you Blues Traveler they could.
Well, they could.
They could put out a story like he did. I say drop it. It's all just pure PR. Okay.
All
so
right.
if you got any comments about that, just email us.
If you'd like to see Jeff with his shirt off,
or leave some comments, and you may be featured in commentary. Recently, we did one on rock merch. The T-shirts.
The T-shirts, sure.
I mean, it's a big business.
Big business.
And it expresses who you are. So we have a YouTube comment from Manchita70. He says, I agree you should not wear the concert T-shirt of the band you're seeing.
Yes, that's me.
I also would not listen to the band on the way to the concert. I would want their music to be fresh.
I thought it was interesting.
This sounds like, I thought it was interesting. It sounds like something you would say.
Yes, that is something I would say. Let's be fresh.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn out Dr. Feelgood. But yet I do find myself listening to the band because I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You're driving to the venue, you want to hear the artist you're seeing.
You want to sing, get into it.
So
the drinks are starting to take effect.
But it is someone who agrees you don't wear the band you're seeing.
Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that you never wear an Iron Maiden shirt to an Iron Maiden concert.
And we covered that in the rock merch, but I thought it was interesting. You don't listen to the band. I would say, I would listen to the band on the way to the show.
But I like his point. Let's just go in fresh.
Yeah.
Which is very Justin.
Are you sure you didn't do this?
No, I swear
this is very Justin.
That is very Justin. Let's go in fresh. Yeah. But anyway, that's
well, normally, I mean, these days I don't even drive to concerts. It's either a taxi or Marta.
Sure.
Our local train system.
What are we, convicted felons?
Yeah, I don't want to drive that. So, all right, well, great. We'll leave some comments at info@frustratedrockstars.com. Email us or leave them at YouTube, whatever you want to do.
Come on in.
Come on in and enjoy.
Send us some emails. Enjoy your music.
Enjoy your music.
Yes, absolutely.
That's our sign-off.
That's our
Until
sign-off.
next time, we will talk to you next time.